welcome to another episode of the Double D Podcast, Season 2, Episode 8. That's right, Episode 8.
Episode
And guess
eight.
what?
Yeah.
It's back to back.
Back, all right.
Welcome back, everyone. We're here, the host, Kimmer. I'm here. We got my co-hosts, Epic Kitty Face and a Random Nerd. How are you guys doing today? Kevo, how was your day? How's your weekend? How's everything going?
It was good. Went to the beach and got a little bit murked. So I'm good with that.
Hell yeah. Sounds like you had a good time. What was your key moment over the weekend?
Ooh, my key moment of the weekend right now is my project of the week.
Oh.
Lego Star Wars Republic gunship that I
Well,
bought like a year ago that I'm now building. And if you're wondering, it's a fat book.
oh my god.
It's a fat book with 3,000 pieces.
Damn. Wait. So you got. Wait. The book tell you how to build it.
Yeah.
Oh.
How the fuck?
It's
So you gotta go. So you literally gotta like.
Yeah, see?
Oh my god.
At 12, it has 17 bags.
I want to fucking.
You
I want to start building Legos, but I gotta start small.
You to go. You to go. I don't care what nobody say. You to go.
I want to get the Infinity Gauntlet Lego.
I have it. It's a fantastic build. Trust me. Get it. I want to get the Nanotech Gauntlet too before it retires. If I were you, Devil, get it before December.
Before December? Okay.
Because
December.
Here's the thing: if you're collecting Lego, they last between a year and a half to 2 years. If it's a very popular set, they might extend to 3 years. If it doesn't sell well, it goes up to a year.
Okay, so I'll have to get it before December.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a good build. I got all the heads. I got most of the DC heads, most of the Marvel heads, and most of the Star Wars heads. Star Wars, Marvel, and DC. I got most of them.
Okay.
So
I
I'll be
gotta find me a Lego to build so that way I could just show it off low key.
Well, I want to see it complete.
Lego build.
I want to see it
Okay.
complete.
Yeah, I'll probably have it complete the end of the week, if not next week.
Okay.
Because, mind you, this is 17 bags worth of stuff.
Oh.
And some of them,
3 bags left.
Oh.
Hey, that man. Shit.
Oh, there's more than 3 bags there to kill.
Way more than whoa. This man got a bag. Hey.
I'm on bag.
More than
I'm
3
going to bag
bags to kill.
right now. It's a lot of bags.
I spoke too soon.
Well, keep us
So this
updated.
3,000 Yeah, it's 3,000 pieces. It's a lot. And my after this, I'll be working more on comics, and then my next project, it's either Mos Eisley Cantina or the Millennium Falcon.
Millennium Falcon.
And not the small one, the big one.
Yeah. No, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah,
Do it.
because
Do it.
and to be honest, I might actually my friend of mine told me I should live stream building it,
That'd be dope.
and yeah, which I should do. I'm very
I'd
tempted
watch.
to do that.
Hell yeah, I would.
We'll
If you
promote
ever,
that shit.
if you made a video of you putting that shit together, I'm gonna watch it. Not even because it's you, but I watch shit like that.
Bro, we'll
Just the
promote the
process
shit
of
out
it.
of that.
Low key, my daughter be watching shit like that, so she'll most definitely love to watch some shit like that. Cause my baby love Legos.
Yeah, because I got the only sets I have left right now is Mos Eisley, Star Destroyer, Millennium Falcon, and Hogwarts Castle.
Hell yeah. Well, you keep us updated on that. Next podcast, I want to see an update on how much progress you've gotten done. So we've seen what it looks like now.
Yeah.
Keep in mind.
Bag 5.
Keep in mind.
This build is really awesome. I like this.
Whoa, shit, they can move around. That's dope.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
It's a cool build. I like it. So,
I'm not gonna lie though. I really
I I bought it before they raised the price, and then also it's about to retire this year, so I'm happy I got it in time.
Because I know you're working a lot. I'm really, really happy to see you back into that, though, for real.
Oh, man, I've been enjoying my days off.
Look,
But enough about me. Let's go to you guys.
Yeah, Dekel, how have you been? How's your weekend? How you been doing, bro?
Same shit, different day, man. You already know. Dog. These past couple of days, though, because I had a 4-day weekend, I caught up on sleep as much as I could, of course. And you know I be streaming and shit like that, man. I was playing a lot of Fortnite ranked. You know, you joined in as well.
Right. We had some fun.
I met a guy from Canada, pretty cool guy. So I think my Twitch handle might be expanding soon.
Oh, okay.
So if you start seeing people from Canada watching me stream and stuff like that, then you know why.
Cool.
Bet. Well, good shit.
What else? You know what? One thing I wanted to mention. All last week, literally, which is I want to look into it, but you know, for everybody that be watching our viewers and stuff, if anybody know what it could possibly mean, because I'm still learning about, I want to say astrology and stuff like that, because there was a bunch of like angel numbers and stuff like that that I kept seeing like all last week, like doubles of the same number, and I know that they say like when you see like same number stuff like that, that mean good stuff will happen, and I'm talking about like in some cases it was back to back, but like all last week it was always double numbers or triple numbers of the same price. Every time I rung something up, it'll be like 12, 12, 24, 24, 36, 36, 18, 18. And I'm just like, yeah, I feel like something good is going to happen. So I just been keeping high hopes on that and working and streaming. Same stuff, you know.
Okay.
Being a parent, working, streaming, trying to get the I'm gonna wait until later to mention what I was excited for that happened today and the next topic of discussion when we get there. So I ain't gonna spoil it just yet.
Okay.
But how's everything been going with you, my brother?
Oh, you know, it's good. Did some fishing. Fishing.
This boy.
I played some. No, we were playing some games. Dekel, we were streaming. We were going crazy on some Fortnite. I mainly hanged out with Kaylina and I played basketball for the first time, fucking forever. My body's killing me.
I knew you was gonna say that, but you play football, so why yo?
It's so different though, bro. Like
you jumping
football,
and shit.
I get like a little bit of a break, and then I'm not doing full things. Basketball, I'm
yeah, back and forth.
Yes, fuck, bro. It's so exhausting, but it's fun to get back out on the court, play some basketball. But no, it was a chill weekend. I didn't really do much except for fish and play basketball. So that was something. But yeah, I didn't do anything else. Not that I know of.
He said nothing other words.
Well, I wanted to go on and move on with that since I don't know what I did this weekend other than play basketball and fish. Kevo, I think you had something we were talking about before the podcast you wanted to possibly bring up. Would you like to bring that up?
So I first want to bring up the writer strike that's going on right now and how it's going to be affected if it continues on, which most likely it will because we haven't seen a writer strike since the 2007-2008 run of the writer strike. So basically it's just writers just trying to get paid properly. You think as a Hollywood writer, oh, they're being paid the big bucks, they're making the movies, the TV shows, and all that. So writers don't get paid a lot if they're on streaming services. They're just paid for that work and that's it. They're not going to get residuals. And ever since streaming services have been popping up more and more, all the big companies are like, yeah, we need these exclusive TV shows, but they're not being paid for the proper work. Like, someone made a good example. If a show gets a rerun, they get a residual, like a certain part. Some writers do music, some write, and it's their lifeblood. So for them to be on strike, and also this brings me to HBO Max right now. HBO Max recently changed to Max, and there was a lot of problems where you had to download the new app at Max to get on the new service instead of just rebranding the old app from HBO Max to Max. Just they made a whole app. The layout, in my opinion, is horrible. It's shit.
No, it's awful.
It is.
I've been hearing that a lot of people really didn't like it. They took off a lot of shows.
And also during the launch, instead of having writers and directors, they had them all under content creators, not giving the proper credit to people who wrote it, to the directors. So to me, that is very disrespectful of HBO or Warner Media in general. So to do that, got the writers more mad at them, and I think there's talk about, I don't know if it's going on right now. I'm mainly folks in the writers strike. The Directors Guild of America is probably going to go on strike too. So, mind you, if the directors are gone, you're not going to have content for your streaming services. You're not going to have content for network TV, and you're not going to get media. You know what got popular during the writer strike? Reality TV, because it's cheap. Do you want more reality TV shows? I don't. I want more content, like Barry, Succession. Those shows just ended right now. So imagine if those got on strike right now, and they can film or be renewed.
That's gonna be a lot of money they losing.
I mean, at the end of the day, the writers are being screwed over.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying.
And
The
for me,
writers
it's just
gotta
like,
deal with it the worst because they not getting no money for nothing. So
Because
they
here's the
lose
thing.
a lot of money.
and also, I mean, mind you, we love our actors, but without the writers, we're not gonna get like the works of Christopher Nolan and his brother. They do all the works of of The Dark Knight, Oppenheimer, which is coming out soon. Hopefully, that's finished filming. But like, you gotta think about the things that's being filmed right now. Is being filmed right now, and they're not gonna get rewrites. Because usually, what a movie does, they'll film, they'll go into some production, and they'll do rewrites of it, and they go back to use the pickup shoot to reshoot. There's gonna be that right now. Not only that, everything that is in pre-production right now is halted. So your shows, your movies, right now, usually in the summertime, shows stop filming in April. Most American TV is done in April, and they start picking up writing in June, July. I guess just shows ready for the production date of July. Because mind you, this happened last time. Remember here on what happens to a 22 episode count to an 11 episode count.
Which show is it?
Because your show's Heroes back in 2008.
Right.
2007. It used to be a superhero TV show. So you can look up right now, Hero Strike.
I think
I
I
covered a show on. Yep. See, Hiro Nakamura, Peter Petrelli. It was a very popular show, and it made the superhero landscape cooler. It brought ideas. Tyler, there's a killer in that show called Sylar, where he has his finger could cut people's heads and he eats people's brains and absorbs their power.
That's pretty cool.
And he kills them. Yeah. So if you're down to watch a cool superhero media, just watch Hero season 1. After that, it kind of gets more bad, unfortunately. But season 2 was like, it was supposed to. If you watch the whole documentary, because that's what when I heard the writer's strike, I'm like, oh, I remember this when I was like, I think I was like 11, 12 when the writer's strike happened. And to have this again, I'm like, man, a lot of shows got affected. Small, Supernatural, Lost, so Heroes. These are shows I remember right now. Mind you, if you're a show like, that has a trailer or has been announced or is in development, you're gonna have to wait for a little bit longer. And right now, the Thunderbolts movie is halted right now, and Deadpool 3 is filming. But Ryan Reynolds, he is a writer as well. He cannot do ad lib lines for Deadpool 3
You can't do
since he
anything.
is a writer. No. So luckily, Deadpool has a mask, so it's changing artists, so you can like change it up. But like, depending on how long the strike is, I mean, people predict it's gonna be like 6 months. I don't want to go in 6 months, mind you. But if we don't have a writer being paid properly, like, what's a show? What's one thing you guys look forward to, at least once a week, if you guys watch, or a show in general?
Um, what's it called? Me and my girlfriend have been watching Survivor.
Survivor.
I'm gonna look
Okay.
into that.
Okay.
I can't
So
say no. I don't watch human TV. I only watch anime.
you have anime. So let's put this in perspective, Kel. What if your anime just stop coming out because of the writer's strike?
I will be upset if like something that I was watching, like, okay, I ain't gonna get into it, but it's a it's a show that I started picked up watching. It's called Golden Kamuy. I know I mentioned it probably like in season 1, like episode 2 or 3 or some shit like that. But yeah, when they didn't go through something similar like that, but they stopped the anime production. Like they basically went on hiatus for no reason at all. I was upset. So yeah, I get where you're coming from with that though, like with the whole situation at hand though, because that can't be infuriating. Like now I can't watch what I like to watch because y'all got that shit going on, and Lord knows how long it's gonna last. So now I'm just asked out as a viewer.
The last one lasted, I think, 5 months. So this could possibly just change everything again. Because I believe the Warner Man project is in halt right now. Thunderbolts is in halt, and they're filming Deadpool 3, like I said. These are things I'm all excited for, but unfortunately, I'm just like, we're not going to get it as soon as possible. But then again, it does give insight like how we could get these shows like, okay, they could be like, oh, yeah, design later, but it's just iffy. And also, what infuriates me more is media companies are looking into ChatGPT to write scripts, which I'm like, don't do that. Because here's the
No
thing,
AI.
ChatGPT is not for like, well, because they don't have to pay anyone. That's all this is. All the writers are doing just to get paid. So Talk made a joke about ChatGPT literally a couple months ago, because ChatGPT works as a silly thing. You know what it reminds me of those iceberg videos. That's what ChatGPT is. It's just an iceberg video.
Mm.
You ever seen those? Where you just throw information to an AI and an AI writes a script. That's all it is. And also because you tag me into something devil on Facebook, ChatGPT for anime or movie writers, and I mean thinking like all and for ChatGPT or AI scripts, all the writers have to say, I didn't write this at all. It was a robot. That's why it was bad. That puts the blame on someone else, or just blame gets thrown around.
Yeah.
So it just people should be paid for the work they do. That's the basics of it. And all these companies, Disney, Warner Media, NBC, they're all to blame to just lead up to this, because the strike didn't happen all of a sudden. They were told like, if you do not, if we cannot negotiate, we don't strike at this date. And all the companies were like, no, just one strike. So that's how I feel about the writer's strike. And it's just, I mean, things are gonna start later now. You know, if this doesn't get stopped.
It's actually kind of
And
crazy that writer strike is happening in LA right now, because this is I don't know if anyone watches this, is familiar with League of Legends, but there's a competitive scene, and right now in the LCS, I'm gonna give a little background knowledge. The LCS has been around for 10 plus years. It's been the longest going, highest viewed esport in North America for the last 10 years. competitively at least. And right now, there's an actual walkout from the players. First time ever. Pretty much what happened was the Players Association was talking to Riot, and there's a second tier, like an amateur level, I guess, or like a challenger level, and then an amateur level or whatever. Um, so the challenger level is like the tier below the pro scene, and teams were required to field uh, the second tier teams, like a double A or triple A team from baseball, like like a G League team in basketball or something. Uh, so it's like a lesser team, and what happened was they were planning on trying to reform it or not have LCS teams require uh, to have a roster on there to save money because there's like a money issue or whatever. Well, Riot was like, okay, well, told the Players Association, like, yeah, we'll do that after summer, after the split. Well, then, like, 2 days later, they're like, nope, players or teams don't have to field rosters to save money, blah, 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 blah. So completely just shot them in the back and lied to them. And so then all of these players lost their jobs. All these teams, people lost their jobs. And the players are walking out and they're saying enough is enough. But then Riot actually was like, the LCS teams need to field a team or they're going to get fined. And so then they changed the rule to go get whatever player they want for subs. So it could have been the worst team ever. But thankfully today they announced that there's going to be a 2-week delay so they can try to figure it out so none of that happens. Teams won't get delayed or fined or anything. But yeah, it was kind of crazy that it's all happening in LA right now.
Everything
Oh
happening.
yeah. So actually, there was a recent. This would be my final talk about the Riot strike. Yeah, I just feel like I don't want any more reality TV. That's how Kim Kardashian got more popular. That's how Jersey Shore got more popular.
Mm-hmm.
Just to bring back those old shows, but like, yeah, I don't want. I want fun, creative ideas like Barry. What if we never? I don't know if you guys watched Barry, the TV show. No?
I haven't.
So it's about a killer who tries to become an actor.
No, I have not
It's
seen it.
written and direct. It's created and sometimes written and directed by Bill Hader. Very good actor. 4 seasons, 8 episodes. Well, in total, let's see, 32 episodes, 36 episodes, I believe. Very good. I'm very sad it ended.
Okay.
But I'm gonna move on from the writers strike to Arrow star David Ramsey reacts to Justice League cancellation and reflects on on his days in the Arrowverse. With the CW undergoing major changes since being acquired by Nexstar, there's no longer a place for the Arrowverse on the network. Superman, Lois, and Gotham Knights are both on the bubble with only one likely to be saved. The Flash, well, he says the Flash was always going to conclude this year, of course, but it was recently revealed the plug has been pulled in Justice U. The spin-off series was set to star Arrow with David Ramsey as John Diggle, with Ace Gordon embarking on a new mission to recruit 5 young metahumans to live undercover as freshmen at a prestigious university. So it was a show for him, like teaching the new era of heroes. This was announced like 2 years ago. It never happened because CW was acquired by Nexstar, and Nexstar is more focused on cheap made content. So CW will no longer be the CW that was known 10 years ago. So you're gonna see a lot more reality-based TV shows that can buy on the cheap as well from overseas and have them be played in here in America. So that's why the
Nice.
Flash, just ended right now. Superman and Lois has been talked about either being canceled or just season 4 with a slash cut, and Gotham Knights is possibly made canceled.
Damn.
So anything that's not cheap that doesn't require CGI is going to get canceled. Like Riverdale, that's always a show that's always been renewed on based on fanfare, was canceled and then announced as the final season. and just like all in that. And here's the thing: when the show gets canceled, they're just so whatever cliffhanger is left, it's just left.
Yeah, it just doesn't really get an ending.
No. And also, I would love to see David Ramsey come back because he was such a great character as John Diggle. And for him to be a hero, then mentor, I would love to see that journey.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then a little bit of a little bit of sequel news about Mortal Kombat. They added Resident Evil and Sabrina actress Adeline Rudolph as Kana.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, Mortal Kombat's getting a sequel. I'm very excited for it. Paul Urban has been cast also as Johnny Cage.
I'll bet.
So
That's interesting.
I'll bet.
when I see him, I don't know if he's going to do an American accent or he's going to do the butcher voice. I don't know if you guys watch The Boys.
Yeah, I watched The Boys.
Okay. Have you seen The Boys, Devo? Okay, you need to watch it. It's good.
What? I watched The Boys and you didn't?
No, I haven't.
It's good. It's good. I'm happy. I'm happy season 4 is concluded and is not being affected by the writers' strike.
I'll watch it. I know. I need to watch it. I know.
Yeah.
I'm lacking.
And then, okay, so that's a little piece of news I wanted to say about Mortal Kombat. And I want to say to the comic fans out there as well, if you are reading Image Comics, they are jumping ship from Diamond Distributions to Lunar Distributions. So a little tidbit. So back during the Diamond Distribution was the only place to get comics, from them to the comic shop. Then during COVID, we had, I believe, DC create their own distribution with the, I want to say, Midtown Comics to deliver DC Comics. So if you read DC Comics, DC, it used to be every day, it'd be collect comic, you pick it up Wednesday. And then when Lunar took over, they delivered a day early, and now you pick up your comics for DC, they air there on Tuesday. Now, Image is one of the third biggest comic book, like besides Marvel and DC, to have printed their own comics. Now they are to be shipped to Lunar, I believe by September. So just so you know, if you are subscribing to Image Comic Books, you might want to have to go 2 days to pick up comics if you collect Marvel and then Image and DC.
Damn.
So just letting you know that.
That's why I buy manga.
So yeah. And then my final news for me is tomorrow, Amazing Spider-Man number 26 is coming out. So this one has been very divisive by many people, with the character Paul and Mary Jane being together and having a kid. So basically, what a little tip with Spider-Man right now, Mary Jane got second dimension, time went quicker, and I believe Peter Parker had like a few hours. In his real world, he got pushed from one dimension to another. Was trying to go to Mary Jane, and he got there too late. Mary Jane is 4 years older and has 2 kids, and she is with a guy named Paul. So, yeah. So that's what happened. And then Peter Parker is working with Norman Osborn to get them.
Nice.
Norman Osborn right now is a good guy, so he's no longer the Green Goblin. He is the Golden Goblin right now. And not only that, we had an event called Web. No, not Web. I forgot the event. But basically, it was an event that it was a horrible event. To be honest, it was terrible. And it's revealed that Peter Parker doesn't see Mary Jane as a love interest; he sees her as a sister as well. And is dating Black Cat right now.
That's fair.
I mean, look, I don't mind him dating, but like, here's the thing. Nick Spencer, for about 2 years, was fixing. He was the previous writer. Was trying to fix the whole Mary Jane and Peter Parker situation. only for this to happen, they have to take away Mary Jane to go for another guy named Paul from another dimension. Being hunted. Well, so basically, Peter's stuck there because he's being hunted like a spider, like like a demon or a creature thing, trying to kill Peter because he's a spider totem.
Right.
So yeah, so that's why I want to say that because it got revealed like from Thursday to now, and people are pissed. They kill off one character, and also I have the screen grab of that panel. Of they kill Kamala Khan off in a Spider-Man book.
Oh shit!
Marvel. So, you know what? And you know what's even more funny? Because in the comics,
shit.
Kamala Khan can eat different people. So Kamala Khan is morphed as Mary Jane. Spoiler: the demon that's been hunting Peter kills Mary Jane, only for her to fall down in death, and for Mary Jane to come and say, "Peter, who is that?" No, Peter, here I am. And to reveal that Kamala Khan died. And here's the thing: I like Kamala Khan. I like Spider-Man. Well, it's been established that in Champions, Miles Morales is best friends with Kamala Khan, only to die in a Spider-Man book.
Oh, I mean, it makes sense how they could be best friends.
And then not only that, Marvel in their marketing just revealed, because it got revealed by Marvel too, the death of Kamala Khan, one shot. And then about 2 days later, Marvel announced a new Miss Marvel ongoing series with the powers of her coat.
You're gonna have to send me like a list of the comics I'll have to read in order.
Yeah.
But basically here's the thing. This is why I don't want Marvel to integrate the TV and movie stuff, in comics, because the comics are the ideas, the movies and TV shows bring up the ideas, and only for her to have like light-based powers. I mean, come on. She could stretch and morph her body. Like what? Like she's different.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That she's like can actually like it's actually not like a light thing, like a glow. It's actually her body moving.
Stretching, yeah.
Like she's like Mr. Fantastic type shit.
Because here's the thing: the writers at Wells was told before this issue was coming out, they said after issue 26, that Wells do not go to any conventions because in fear of death threats. You know what's worse than an angry fan? An angry Spider-Man fan.
You're not wrong there.
Because my God, I think the most toxic fans are Star Wars and Spider-Man fans.
No, yeah, you're not wrong there.
Sonic fans too.
No, yeah,
Sonic fans too.
Yeah.
Any fandom has toxicity.
Sonic fans bullied the creators into changing Sonic's whole appearance in that movie, so they.
In the movie, yeah, but that was for good. But see,
it was for good. But I'm just saying, they not nothing to play around with. They wasn't going for that. They saw that trailer and was like, no, y'all better before this movie come out, y'all better fix that shit. And surely enough, they fixed it.
It was so funny.
But it was justified though.
Like how do you not do it right the first time though?
Because executives are like, yeah, that's good. People. It's the thing that because it has to go through people, and I'm just surprised they went to the executive level and say, yeah, that's good. Release it.
That was like,
yeah. How do you feel about a character who only has 10 years of history to die? Not even her own book.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just to me, it's just not right. As a comic fan and as someone who's read her work and also her life as herself, having friends with Viv, Nova, Miles, well, Spider-Man. So Spider-Man, Nova, and Vivian, and for none of her friends to be there when she dies, to me, it's just like it's a slap in the face.
Yeah.
Fuck Kamala Khan. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm just playing. I honestly don't really
You're
have
not-
anything for news this week other than the LCS thing. There really hasn't been anything interesting in my life that I actually haven't seen. Dekel, have you have anything interesting?
The moment I've been waiting for. No, I'll just mess with you. Yeah, so I tested it out today, and I mean, I would show proof actually, but
You okay?
I didn't know where I put my Nintendo Switch, and I thought I left it
This guy
first.
sitting right in front of him.
Like you're on
Hold for a second. I had to really get into deep thought, but Pokemon Home has finally been updated, and now you could transfer all the Pokemon from well, not all of them, but you
This
can now
second generation.
connect your Pokemon Scarlet and Violet to the Pokemon Home, and you can now access transfers from there to older gens or older gens to there. And I had to double check just to make sure, and yeah, it does work because I transferred a couple of my babies from Shield over to Scarlet just to just to test it to see,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it actually works. But you can't use them in tournaments yet. I want to assume you can't use them in these tournaments because each I said tournament. Each season is monthly, but I want to believe you would be able to use some of the Pokemon you transfer from older gens to this one in the at least ranked matches or casual matches, either or.
Guess we're gonna find out, huh?
Yeah, I will most definitely know by next week because the season ends after what it ends tomorrow, the end of tomorrow,
Yeah, ends tomorrow.
and I will most definitely be checking to see so that way by next week I will have more information on that. And to prove that it works, I had transferred a couple of my babies and I'm looking for them. So I don't know if you guys remember this bad boy.
Oh, Eternus.
Yep.
Oh man, that and
I
in the card game he's good.
over to
Okay,
Oh,
just to see. I just wanted to see how they'll look.
I see you
And
flexing.
yeah, it works. Yeah, it works.
Bet.
What else I got?
Go tapping into Kel's stream at
Yeah, I was
Epic
just
Kitty Face
say
on
I
Twitch.
definitely will be streaming that too. Yeah. The next official tournament, which should be most likely in a couple of weeks, because I know they have those tournaments once per month as well. I will be doing better.
Bet.
I've been practicing a lot. I feel like I will do really, really good. So, I have high hopes for that. But
I believe.
other than that, I'm trying to see. I feel like it was something. Oh, I ain't gonna speak too much or too long about this, but I know I've said before that I don't really like CGI or whatnot, but there has been like a lot of controversy about the latest Demon Slayer episode and the little CGI that they put, in it. And I mean, I'm not being biased because even in my favorite anime, I didn't like the CGI. That's why I really didn't watch the Dragon Ball Super superhero movie, and I really didn't like the Broly part, the ending so much because of the CGI. Now, when it went back to anime style, that's when it got good. But when it was like all 3D and CGI, I really didn't like that part. I really didn't. I'm gonna be brutally honest. But in the Demon Slayer episode, even though it wasn't a lot, when they were showing like the wooden dragons and Tanjiro was like hanging off of it,
Right.
it was that stuff looked kind of clean. It really did look like, because I don't know how to really explain it. They didn't make Tanjiro like look 3D. they kept the dragon looking 3D, and Tanjiro was still looking anime style as he was hanging off of it, so it looked it clean, if that makes sense.
Right.
And
I
I
didn't
don't
even
know,
really
I like.
notice.
I've never seen anything like that because every time they add CGI into anime, they usually implement that in the character that they're trying to show in that particular scene, anyways.
Right.
But I think this was like the first time where I seen like no, they didn't. Tanjiro did not look 3D at all. He was still anime character on like he wasn't on top. He was hanging from the dragon head when it was swirling through the sky. So I was like, for the first time, I actually probably if they could somehow implement that in like other animes that way, I probably would be more accepting of CGI in anime. But as it stands, I'm still like, nah, I don't really like that. But there has been like a huge controversy, like on Twitter and social media about like once again the CGI stuff like that, and a lot of people are like outraged because, per usual, a lot of people really don't like CGI in animes and stuff like that. So yeah, I just wanted to speak my piece on that, just in case if anybody else have seen like any similar posts like that floating around on the internet, they can have some input as well, stuff like that.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that's it. That's all the news I got.
Well, bet. Well, I appreciate you guys having your time with me and talking. I appreciate it every time. I appreciate the viewers for watching and listening to us. I'm sure we can get annoying sometimes, but you guys still watch us, so we appreciate it. That's all we got from us tonight, guys. Thank you, and have a good night, or a good afternoon, or a good morning, or do you know what? Just have a good week, or have a good month.
Yes.
Peace.
Thank you. And por todo.